What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, coming to you with another quick hitter. We're going to talk about Elfrid Payton going to the New Orleans Pelicans, a team that needs some defense, a team that needs a point guard, especially if they can't keep Rondo. Um, he is like a worse version of Rondo. He's not as good as Rondo, passing or even defensively or basketball IQ wise, but he is a younger player and he can still develop into something decent. He's only getting paid $3 million. He's not making that much money on this Pelicans team. He averaged 11 points last year on 43% from the field, 20% from three, 68% from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. He did that in Phoenix, but when he was in Orlando for 44 games, he gave you 13 points, 52% from the field, 37% from three, even though he only took 1.5 attempts. He still gave you 4 rebounds and 6 assists and 1 steal a game. He gives you the same amount of size as Rondo, 6'4", athletic to a certain extent, pass first point guard, can be a solid defender. He hasn't really lived up to the defensive hype as he was in the draft. Since he's been an NBA player, he's been one of the worst defenders in the league. Not terrible, but not what we thought he would be. Um, his offense, he picks his spots with when to score, kind of like Rondo. If he has a transition, he'll get out and run, make the right play. That's the best part about him. He's a team guy. He's going to make the right pass. He's going to set up his teammates. He's going to run the offense. He's going to score when he needs to. He's not going to over-force shots, over-force passes. Sometimes he can, but not that much. He just going to go out there, run the plays, execute the play, and when he has to dish off, he'll dish off. He'll rebound every once in a while, getting long rebounds and loose rebounds. And they always teach you that you're not supposed to get the rebound. You're supposed to go run a fast break. But he's a guy that can do both. He can rebound and initiate the break. And he can also get out and run and make the right play, whether it's in half court or transition. So this is a guy that is a backup point guard. He can be a solid starting point guard. He's not a career changer. He's not a franchise guy. He's 24 years old. He hasn't made any significant improvements besides upping his scoring and efficiency, but he fell off a little bit in Phoenix. He got a little bit more talent here in New Orleans. He can play off of Anthony Davis. He can play off Drew Holiday. And potentially DeMarcus Cousins, which will make his job easier because he's passing to players that can knock down shots, and he's passing to players that demand double teams, and that can help him too. Having guys that can knock down shots, and at the same time playing the pick and roll with a guy like Anthony Davis who can pick and pop, roll to the basket, and sometimes step out to the 3-point line, gives him more space. Same with Drew Holiday, he can create his own shot, he can knock down threes, and he can knock down a corner three too, but he can also handle the ball off the dribble and create shots. If Elfrid Payton is backdoor cutting, he can get backdoor cuts, he can get dunks, he can lob it up to AD. So it's a lot of things that they can do with Elfrid Payton. He's not the long-term solution. That's why they gave him a 1-year deal. He's a guy that they're going to try out, see what he brings to the table, see what he's going to do, see if he can fit in, and if they like him, they can sign him to a longer deal. If not, then you just let him walk and try to find another point guard either through late in the draft, through Summer League, through the G League, or you can just wait again because Drew Holiday technically can play the point guard position, or they can just bring back Rondo, and if they do, you just let Elfrid Payton be the backup point guard. You ain't gonna lose that much if Rondo goes to the bench because Elfrid Payton can basically do the same things Rondo can at a lesser extent. So worst case scenario, he's your backup point guard. Best case scenario, he's a solid starter that knows how to do his job and he's a professional, but also he can feed off the other stars on his team. And, that's always good for a role player to get his shots easier, while also he can make the right play and make the ball move. He can be a ball stopper, but I think in his offense with Alvin Gentry, he wouldn't be as much of a ball stopper. They're not asking him to get 10 points a game. They don't need him to do that, especially if he's going to come off the bench. They just need him to allow other players to get rest. And they had a lack of point guards on this roster, and he feels that need that they had, and they only paying him $3 million, so he's not really costing them that much. And if Rondo goes down, now you have an assurance policy of a guy that can come in and contribute, whether he's there or not. He can either be the starting point guard, or at the worst case scenario, he's a guy that you know can do the job. So let me know what you guys think. Elfrid Payton, is he a bust? Is he overrated? Is you surprised he's still in the league? Do you think the Pelicans should have went from somebody else? They got Ian Clark. They got Drew Holiday that can play the point. And they even got Frank Jackson. So they got some solid players that can play that point guard position. But at least Elfrid Payton can give you solid minutes guaranteed. He's not going to give you game-changing minutes, but he's going to give you a guy that knows his role, and that's important. With a team with AD and Drew Holiday at the top, they need guys that can plug in and switch out every year on this roster, and Elfrid Payton is one of those guys that's going to fill the position now, and then they can worry about it later because they got their two solidified stars in Drew Holiday and Anthony Davis, and possibly DeMarcus Cousins too. So check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and like on Facebook and subscribe.